Hey folks, I'm Vinny, of course. This is Makeify 2, and I got a couple things I want to talk about here in what's probably going to be the last video on Makeify 2 for 2016. Maybe not, but we'll see. So first off, a piece of news I'm excited about. I got a 3D printer. I'm really excited about this thing. It's a Monoprice Select Mini. Small, compact 3D printer, which is good because I don't have a lot of space, but quite capable. I've played around with it a little bit, printed some things out, still learning how to use it, still learning the software and all of that, but really excited about it. Might be some people watching this who are groaning, oh boy, this is going to turn into a 3D printer channel. It's not going to turn into a 3D printer channel. There will be some videos where I use a 3D printer, but what I envision is using the 3D printer to make parts, specialized pieces of larger projects. And then when I use a 3D printer, I'll try to point out alternatives, other ways you could accomplish the same task. But this is not turning into a 3D printer channel. I'm excited about this. It's one tool among many that I plan to use to continue to make things. I realize that not a lot of people have 3D printers, and so I don't want to do a bunch of projects that no one can replicate. That's not really my thing. But if you don't have a 3D printer, there's a couple things you can do. One, a website called Thingiverse, which is just huge online depository where they design things to be 3D printed, they upload the files, you can download them for free. I think they're all under Creative Commons license, and you can print them out yourself. But if you don't have a 3D printer, I believe you can order things to be 3D printed by somebody else and then shipped to you. I don't know a lot of details there. My internet is down, and it's been down for the last over 24 hours now. They're supposed to come and fix it. But that's one alternative. I think there are other companies that you can order 3D printed parts from. Another alternative is check out your public library. I know a number of public library systems have 3D printers. I know here in Chicago, the Chicago Public Library System, there's one or maybe two branches that have 3D printers and laser cutters, laser engravers. They offer classes so you can learn how to use the tools. And then if you have a library card, you can just go and use the 3D printers and the lasers, which I think is really cool. I think it's very forward thinking by the library. Chicago's a big city, of course, but I know even some smaller towns, library systems have 3D printers. David Picciuto from Make Something and the Making It podcast, he's mentioned several times that the Toledo Public Library System has 3D printers and I think laser engravers. So check out your public library and see if there's a 3D printer you can use. There might be, and if there isn't, you could probably suggest that they get a 3D printer. I haven't used the 3D printers or the lasers here in Chicago. I've looked into it. I do want to go and use the laser. Now that I have a 3D printer, I don't probably need to use their 3D printers, but go and use their laser. That would be cool. I don't know if they'll let me film in there or not. Probably. I'd have to ask. So that's cool. Check out your public library if you're interested in 3D printing and you don't want to invest into a 3D printer. Although the one I got is quite affordable. I mean, $200, which is dirt cheap for a 3D printer, but $200 is still kind of a lot of money. So that's pretty cheap though for just a power tool, really. I've been working on a project, Christmas presents, actually commissioned Christmas presents. No video though, I'm not filming it because there's actually already a project video about these things. And I've been using red oak, and I feel like red oak's often overlooked in my opinion, and it's a nice wood, nice domestic wood. Let me see if I can, I don't know if the camera's gonna, I don't know, there's some really nice grain in red oak. It's probably not being picked up by the camera, but red oak is nice. I feel like walnut is way more popular now, which walnut is a nice wood. Maple's so hard though. It's hard to cut, at least for me. I have a hard time cutting it. You know, I've used red oak before, and every time I always think to myself, this is quite nice. What I'd like to do in the future is try to use some new different woods that I haven't worked with before. Every time I go to the hardwood dealer, they have a section of like cypress, and it always looks so interesting to me. I've never used it, so maybe in 2017 I will I'll try to use cypress. I feel like it's a wood that you kind of need a special project to use. I'll try to come up with something because I'm curious what it's like to use and what it looks once it's finished. In 2017, I'd also like to just try out some different woods, things I haven't used before, see what they're like, see what they look like as a finished piece. The last two project videos were the Cubs ornament and the Illustrator tutorial. Cubs ornament turned out great. I really like it. I've been trying to put together playlists for each of my project videos, of related videos or videos that I used for inspiration or to learn things, but I didn't make one for the Cubs ornament because I was just cutting out pieces on the bandsaw, which I wasn't sure if I was be able to cut out those little UBS, but it worked out just fine. That's 2 years in a row that I've done Christmas ornament videos, and probably do one again next year. It'll probably be a yearly thing. The Adobe Illustrator tutorial video, I just went over how I use Illustrator to make templates and plans. It's a video that people have asked me how I make my templates and plans, so it's a video I felt like I needed to make. I realize if you're not interested in that, the video is probably quite boring. It's like 30 minutes long. I was trying to keep it as short as I could, but it's information that I needed to get out there. I needed to upload and get it out there so that people who are interested, I feel like would be really interested and would want to see it. Although I realize that's probably a very small number of people. So I apologize if you were looking for an actual project video and you saw I had a video up and it was that. But one of those things that needed to be done, maybe not fun for everyone, but hopefully the people who are interested in that got some good information out of it. And I think they did, judging by the comments. So 2016 was a very good year for Makify 1 and 2. Makify 2 came into existence in 2016. Started off 2016 with less than 10,000 subscribers on Makify 1, the project channel. And now it's at over 30,000, almost 31,000, which is crazy. It might get to 100,000 in 2017. Maybe, just maybe. That would be really exciting. We'll see. I'll try to keep making good content, and hopefully the viewers and subscribers come. Makify 1 now has almost 6 million total views, which is crazy to think about, but so for 2017, I have a list of projects I want to do. I'm sure I will come up with a bunch of other things. Now with the new 3D printer, that opens up a bunch of possibilities too. I'm really excited about. But there'll be plenty of other just, classic woodworking projects, some more electronics, probably some lamps and lighting projects. I like lights. I don't know what it is, but also, like I said, want to try to use some new kinds of woods, and I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. Thank you all for all the support. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, and thank you for all the great comments. It really motivates me when people leave encouraging comments. Awesome stuff. As for this channel, Makify 2, I still want to do some more creative type videos, try out some new format instead of it just me standing in front of a camera talking to you. I still want to do some more interesting things. I haven't gotten around to really doing much of that, but 2017, look for some more interesting things on this channel. 2016 was a really good year. I think 2017 is going to be even better. I hope it's a good year for you too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And then before that, no playlist on the Cub Club. So 2016 was a good year for Makify 2. No. I should do a video where I just sing a song with making noises with my mouth. Just kidding.